If you look in the mirror and all you see are wrinkles, sags, or flaws, then you need to look closer because there's a beautiful woman facing you. And here to tell you about all your wonderful attributes is psychologist Dr. Barbara Becker Holstein, author of The Truth, I'm a Girl, I'm Smart, and I Know Everything. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Tracy.
So good to see you.
I'm glad to be back.
Thank you. Me too. Glad to have you back. So this is another important topic that's huge these days, body image. And the lack of confidence with that really is the issue with these girls these days.
And women.
And all the women adults that are affected by this too. Not just the girls, it's the adults that continue with the issue. So we're going to try to squash that and get good body images going here. So what would you have a lot of highlights and points of of tips. So why don't we start to go through them? And you say that beginning to treasure and love yourself as a person and a woman is a great place to start.
Yes. Because if you're loving yourself as a person, if you're recognizing your own talents, your own strengths, your own coping skills, your own potential to grow and to be useful to society, you can't possibly be worrying about your wrinkles or how your tummy is feeling at the moment. You know, it just doesn't go together. For example, if you're busy in a soup kitchen helping and volunteering, you're not going to have time to be obsessing on whether your mascara might be drooping on the left side of your eye. You know, and one of the problems in our society is that media somehow has encouraged this focus on the external and placing ourselves so that we look right, our makeup's right, whatever this right is. We're almost like Barbie dolls. It's nothing to do with the activity and the facial expressions and the ways we move our bodies when we're really useful and busy.
Right, and the substance that's within us as well. We're so focused on the superficial instead of what's really going on inside.
Right, and we don't get happy that way. We get happy when we have purpose and meaning in our lives. Yes, it's a pleasure to be attractive. Don't take that away from a kid as they're growing up. Or a woman, let her dress up when it's timely and so on. But it isn't what makes us feel good over a lifetime.
So stop focusing on that and take into consideration the really important things that are really going to give you value in life and make you feel even more better, you know, even better on the inside.
And you'll probably look better because, you know, when we're full of life and energy, our eyes sparkle, our skin glows, all those things. Yeah,
I totally agree. And on that same note, so really beginning to treasure your own personal story.
Oh, yes,
is a great way.
Because it's so unique, our own stories. And if you think of yourself, I love the way the Chinese have this way of framing it. Think 7 generations back and 7 generations forward.
Okay.
You're in the middle.
Okay.
What are you? Who are you? What came to you from other women, grandmother, great-grandmother, etc., and what are you going to pass on to your little girl, your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter?
Okay.
And if you think about it that way, it's so rich. Maybe, well, you're probably the first woman on television every day in your family, right?
Yes, I am.
Think. And I'm the first professional psychologist, a woman in my family, and I've done many things. I'm sure you've done many things that our great-grandmothers would be like, oh,
so proud of. You know? Start to feel proud about what you are and what you have accomplished.
Think about that story.
I really like how you say that. I never knew that Chinese, the 7 years before and 7 years after. Generations. Yeah. Because, you know, when you look at that, it changes the whole perspective. You know, it's so much more of a larger picture.
That's right. It's not whether I happen to be 25 pounds overweight because for whatever reasons. It's what am I doing and giving to the world.
In life.
You know, now if I want to take care of my weight, I'm not saying don't. That's fine. But it's not the primary access route to falling in love with yourself.
Right. There's so much more going on than just looking in that mirror and judging yourself on your body image.
Exactly.
So stop that.
Yes, please.
Stop that, everyone. Let's stop that. Now, I love also beginning to love your body for all it can do for you.
a woman's body is so marvelous.
That's a really great place to start for people that are so focused on the mirror.
Right.
Get rid of the mirror and let's start to think of what our bodies really can do.
I mean, it's amazing that a body can make a baby.
This is true.
Amazing.
A miracle in itself, really.
And it's amazing that, you know, our teeth come in and that our eyes can see and that we have glowing skin and that we have fingernails, whatever it is, no matter where you look. And maybe that would help you appreciate, for example, there's so much focus on the middle in this country.
Is that right?
Okay.
In the gut?
The gut. Now, if you start to think about your stomach.
As I'm doing that, let me do this, right?
Yes. You start to think about it, how it works to digest your food and how hard it works and how hard all the organs around your stomach work to get rid of toxins and stuff. Well, we could have a little celebration in honor of our tummies instead of constantly, oh, woe is me, you know, how do I get rid of this belly fat? You know, I'm not saying don't take care of your body. I'm saying it's a different way in to view what's special about yourself.
Start looking at things a little differently.
Right.
Take the positive side instead of the negatives.
Exactly.
That's a great way to start. Flip it around, and instead of going, I don't like what I see, start just really changing that inner talk and saying what I do like and what is great.
And maybe you'll work a little harder to, say, eat the right foods and so on, because think about your knees. Well, if you're not carrying a lot of extra fat, then your knees will be more comfortable and they'll work better for you.
Great.